Welcome in. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my top 7 excursions that I would love to take. Join me. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the excursions that I would love to take, my bucket list excursions. But before we do that, I want to just tell you a little bit about this channel. My name is Nick. My wife is Cheryl, and we have 3 kids that are 10, 10, and 12. And this channel is all about our experiences of cruising, of travel, and just family fun, and the things that we go and do. So today I'm going to be getting into talking about the top 7 excursions that I would do if I had the time and chance to visit these places and do these things. And something to know, like if you're new to cruising and you're like, oh, I clicked on this, I want to hear about these. These are great ideas. Let me just say, excursions are not the only reason to cruise. I love waking up early to an empty cruise ship, going out, getting coffee, just experiencing the water, being in that location, and just centering myself on that experience. And in order to have a great time on a cruise, you don't have to have an excursion. You can just go to the location and see that location, experience the city, experience the location. You don't have to go and do these big excursions. But with that said, let me just say, sometimes the excursion can make the trip all the more enjoyable. So today I'm going to be looking at these excursions that I haven't had a chance to do, but would love to do one day in my life. So the first excursion, the first experience that I would love to do, something that we planned on doing on our last cruise, nope, actually 2 cruises ago, is jet ski in the ocean. And you might be like, well, I've jet skied before. And if you have, tell me about your experience. Leave a comment down in the comment down below and let me know about it. But here's the thing. I've never jet skied in the ocean, and I would love just the chance to go and do it. My wife was on a trip, and she had a chance to jet ski, and she loved that opportunity. So I think that's something that I would love to do, something new for me to try out. All right, number 6 on my list is going on one of those off-road, like 4x4 carts or buggies, just going through desert, going through jungle. Whatever experience that is, I would love to be able to go and try one of those out. When I was really young, I had like this big obsession over the quads and going out and getting my own quad. We lived in a smaller town and wanted to go and do that, but didn't have the chance to. My family didn't have one, and I have ridden a quad before, but not very much. So I would love to go, say like in Cabo San Lucas or a beach location, and go and find places to just go all over an area and explore and see what that is all about. I think the closest thing that I've ever done to that is a golf cart rental in Catalina, and we should have a couple videos on our channel about that. But I wouldn't say they're the same thing, because of the capabilities of like a quad. You're not going to take a golf cart out into like a rugged area. So definitely something a little bit different, and something that I haven't experienced before, even with the amount of cruises that I've been on. So definitely riding a quad is my number 6 excursion that I would love to go do. All right, number 5. And number 5 is a personal one. This is probably not like super extravagant. It might be, well, neither of the ones I said before were like super extravagant either. So, but this is something that for a life goal that I would love to do is to be able to go on a horseback ride on a beach. And I acknowledge I'm a big guy, and I'm not going to get on the back of a horse at my current weight. So there's a little bit of personal sacrifice, personal stuff that I have to put into making that happen. But it's definitely on my bucket list, and something that I hope to one day be able to go do. You see that in lots of places that we've gone before. I saw it in the Caribbean, have seen it in Mexico, and would love to be able to just have that opportunity to go on an excursion on a horseback ride. Right, number 4. Today, number 4 on my list is something. Maybe the excursion comes way of a cruise, and this webcast series is all about cruising. So if you watched last week, you saw that a Mediterranean cruise is one of my 7. So part of that Mediterranean cruise is an excursion that I would love to go do. And that is taking an art tour in Florence or in Italy, in old Europe, and being able to see many of the art pieces that I've learned about, that I've grown to love. Definitely something that I want to do before, sometime in my future. So making it to Florence, making it to other places in Italy, and seeing some of the great painters and the masterpieces that they've left behind is something that is on my bucket list, and I hope to one day do. So maybe you love art, maybe you don't, but this is definitely something that I will do sometime in my future, so that I can check it off my bucket list. And the next one that I have is a big pie in the sky sort of thing. And maybe the excursion would have to be part of like a land and sea tour. We have those types of cruises that exist. They go all over Alaska. But this is something that I would love to do. It is on my bucket list. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do this, but I would love to go and see the Great Wall of China and to be able to walk in, around, somewhere with it, just to be able to experience that. Being a history person, loving geography and locations, it's definitely something that I would love to experience. And I know that it's a separate thing, but I'm going to include it anyway. If I'm in China, I would also love to go and hang out in a sanctuary where there are pandas that they're rehabilitating. If you know me, you know that I love pandas. I know that they're not hanging out on the Great Wall of China. I forget, but definitely would love that opportunity to be able to go and do and experience that in my lifetime. So I don't know. Maybe some of you guys have been there before. If you have, tell me about it in the comments down below. I would love to hear your experiences. How did you make it there? What did you need? Give me tips. Give me pro tips about it. I would love to hear about it. Tell me all about your experience and just include me, okay? I'm all down for that. Well, we are close to number 1, but before we get there, I just want to say thank you so much for making it to this part of the video. If I've talked about something that has been helpful for you, engaging for you, something that has drawn you in, consider giving us a thumbs up on this video. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing, maybe consider hitting subscribe. It would make a big difference for me. And hopefully some of the stuff that, like I said, some of the stuff that I'm talking about, hopefully it's something that you're finding enjoying. So just consider that. But thank you so much. All right, we're back to talking about my top 7. And my number two excursion that I would love to go do, and coming back to my Mediterranean cruise. Remember last week's episode. Another excursion that I would take during that cruise would be a tour of the Vatican. I would love to be able to go to the Vatican, see all of the majesty that is there, and just to be able to experience what it has to offer. And I know that you can go to the Vatican not on a cruise, but again, I love cruising. It's one of my favorite ways to vacation. So definitely if I'm on a Mediterranean cruise and we're going to be close, this would be the excursion that I would pick, and is on way up on the top of my bucket list. If you've been there before, or if you've had that experience and want to share, please do so. I'd love to hear about it. Leave that comment down below. What did you have to plan for? How did you get in? All the things that would go into making that bucket list into a reality for me. All right, we've made it all the way to number 1. My most wanted, desired, I've seen it before, other people have talked about it. The thing that I would love to go do the most on an excursion is in Alaska, to be able to take a helicopter and fly to a glacier, and to be able to walk on that glacier and do all the things that you do on the glacier. That would be my most desired excursion of my life. I would love to go and do that thing and be in that experience. We've seen so many things in Alaska that have piqued our interest. I went the last time we went up on the excursion close to one of the glaciers. We were in a boat like 100 feet away, listening to it caving and all of that. Super cool. But would love to go into, like, maybe hike around, look around, and just some of the cool things that I've seen people do on an excursion where they've taken a helicopter tour onto a glacier. So definitely on the top of my bucket list. And I have to say thank you. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for hanging in there with me. Hey, if something's on your bucket list that I didn't mention, that I missed out on, let me know about it. Put it in the comments down below. If you've done some of the things that I mentioned, let me know about your experiences. How did you plan it? Where did you go to do the thing that I talked about and you already have experience in? Let me know about it. I love, that's one of the biggest reasons that I do the YouTube videos, is because I have had the chance to watch other people and hear about what they've done. So let me know about your experience, and I would love to hear about it. So thanks so much for watching. You guys have a super awesome rest of your day. Bye.